Good day everyone, especially to my instructor, Ms. Meljuan Bidizan. Good day ma'am. My name is Irene Babor Mailan, BSA Agriculture, major in Agronomy, student from Section PE. And now, this is my reflection video in Ag 206, General Biochemistry and Lesson 1. Biochemistry Overview and Occurrence of Carbohydrates by answering the following questions. Number 1. What did you feel about studying Lesson 1? Is the lesson boring and effective? Is the lesson interesting and effective? Please elaborate. For me, a little bit interesting and effective because it deals more on the substances. It gives me an overview on what are the functions of proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, nucleic acids, and other molecules. And by studying the lesson 1, I have learned also what are the classification of carbohydrates. Yes, it is very interesting and effective because through the lesson 1, I encountered the different words which I am not familiar, and with I've surprised a lot because of what I have read in the lesson 1, especially in the part of Fisher projection formula. In that part, for me, it is very challenging and interesting, but I don't have a choice because it is part of the lesson. And now, I am excited on what would be the next lesson. Number 2. What are the topics encountered in Lesson 1 that you find difficult to understand? So, the topic in Lesson 1 that I find difficult to understand is in the part of what are the formula for carbohydrates and how to solve it, and also about the monosaccharides, structures, and types until the last part of the lesson. It is difficult because I am not familiar with those formulas, but still I try my best to understand those topics. Question number 3. What are the topics encountered in Lesson 1 that you find easy to understand? The topic in Lesson 1 that I find easy to understand is in the part of biochemistry and what are the functions of carbohydrates in our body. What are the classification of carbohydrates? I find them easy to understand. It is because it is more on the definition and what it means. Just by reading in that part, I can easily conclude that it is a little bit easy, and in order for me to understand the topic, I've read it and understand on what it means. Question number 4. Why do I need to learn about the left and right-handed or chirality molecules? For me, it's better to learn about left and right-handed molecules because the right and left-handed molecules, it is a properties of molecules that derive from the fact that carbon and atoms can form bonds with 4 other atoms in such a way that if the 4 atoms attached to the carbon atom are different, it is possible to draw 2 versions of the resulting 3-dimensional molecules that are mirror image of each other. Chirality is a particularly important concept in biology. It is because cells are mostly composed of chiral molecules. Small chiral molecules such as amino acids and sugars are the building blocks of larger molecules such as proteins and nucleic acids, which are also chiral. That's all my reflection, and once again, good day everyone, and God bless us all.